Hi CMA students. I am Ganesh Narvade and today we are going to discuss about some more MCQs in online MCQ practice series so that you become crystal clear with subject and you are confident to write the exams extraordinarily well. So are you ready? Take out your pen paper and revise certain concepts, clarify your concepts and become strong with the MCQ pattern of examinations. Come on, let's see the question number 101. What is it? Mr. Raj, his age is how much? 62 years. Right? He is a Karta of HUF which is engaged in textile trade. Okay. So, Mr. Raj is a Karta of HUF and HUF is engaged in textile trade. The total income of the HUF is rupees 3,40,000. The tax liability of the HUF would be. So, what is the tax liability? Generally, what we do is we see the age of the person 62 years. Oh, we feel 3 lakhs is exempt. If you do this, you are wrong because here they asked the tax liability of the HUF. And for HUF, what is the rule? Up to 2 lakh 50 nil, 2 lakh 50 to 5 lakhs, 5%. Yes or no? Correct. So what is the income given? 3 lakh 40,000. So up to 2 lakh 50 nil. 2 lakh 50 to 3 lakh 40, that means on 90,000 we will multiply with 5%. 90,000 into 5%. How we got to 90,000? 3 lakh 40 minus 2 lakh 50. So on that 90,000 into 5%, 4,500 will come. And 4,500 plus, yes, health and education cess, 4%. How much it comes to? 4,680. 4,680. This is the right answer. But you may be observing that in the MCQ options there is nothing as such. Yes, it is not there because it's an old question from so many years back, and that's why the answers and all the options are wrong. You may ask a question, sir, what about 87A rebate? 87A rebate is available to resident individual only, and here we are calculating for HUF. So that's why 87A rebate is not available here. If it is resident individual, only to resident individuals 87A rebate is given if the income is less than 5 lakhs and the rebate is 12,500 or tax before health and education cess, whichever is lower. So now here what's the final answer? It is HUF, so basic exemption limit is 2 lakh 50. So 2 lakh 50 to 3 lakh 40, 5%. So it comes to 90,000 into 5%, 4,500. 4,500 plus 5%, 4% health and education cess. So 4,680. Wonderful. So 87A rebate is available to whom? Option A. Tell me. I will ask you a question. So no slide, no question to you. Just listen. 87A rebate is available to option A, resident individual. Option B, resident individual and HUF. What is the right answer? 87A rebate is available to resident individual only. Don't forget. Okay. Come on. Let's come to the second question. Interest on post office savings bank joint account is exempt up to. When I teach exemptions chapter, I mention 10 subsection 15. And if it is individual savings bank account, 3,500 is exempted. How much? Interest up to 3,500 exempt. But if it is a joint account, then it is doubled. 7,000 is the exemption. So under section 10 subsection 15. What is the exemption given? Yes, 7,000. So separate individual account 3,500, joint account 7,000. And in this question, what they asked? Joint account, correct? So B is the right answer. 7,000 is the exemption given. Again, I am repeating for you. What is the section number covered? 10 subsection 15. Very good. Come to the next question. You are super fast. Wonderful. Come on. When can, okay, when cash is deposited into savings bank account, quoting of PAN is mandatory. This is a general question actually. When you go to bank, you deposit 10,000. Do they ask PAN number? No. If you deposit 20, they will not ask. If you deposit 50 or more, then they will compulsorily ask you for PAN. So when you go to a bank account, if you are depositing cash 50,000 or more, PAN is compulsory. So this is very important, small question. So see, B is the right answer, correct? 50,000 or more. Now comes the huge question, right? 104. Financial year 17-18 shall be considered as actually the most simplest question. But many students will do mistakes. So what is required? When questions are simple, be calm, observe and give right answers. Come on, let's observe. So we are talking about which year? Financial year 2017-18. Okay. Is considered as assessment year for previous year 16-17. I do feel okay if your previous year is 16-17, then 17-18 would be your assessment year, correct? So this line is correct. That is considered as assessment year for previous year 16-17. This line is correct. And previous year for assessment year 17-18. Oh my god. Matching, right? In the question also 17-18. Option A, assessment year also 17-18. So this is not right answer. Let's come to B. Is considered as assessment year for the previous year 16-17. This line is anyhow correct. So first previous year will come and then assessment year will come. You know, right? So first previous year 16-17. So assessment year 17-18 as given in question. Nothing wrong. Correct. And previous year I am talking about option B. Correct. And previous year for the assessment year 18-19. So if assessment year is 18-19, before that whatever year comes is previous year, correct? So 17-18 becomes previous year. So 17-18 is a previous year also and an assessment year also. Now what is the right answer? Correct. B is the right answer. Come on. Why they said previous year 16-17? B option I am discussing. Previous year 16-17. So next year will be assessment year. That is 17-18. Correct? Assessment year 18-19. So before that whatever year will be previous year. Correct? So 17-18. So B is the right answer. Don't get confused. I am with you. Right? Hey, two more questions for you. What is the section number covering previous year? Section 3 covers previous year. What is the section number covers assessment year? 2 subsection 9. What is the section covering assessee definition? 2 subsection 7. What is the section covering person definition? 2 subsection 31. Come on, try to remember with me as many concepts as possible so that you can do great in the examination. Come on, let's continue. For the purpose of levying tax on income other than agricultural income, union list contains entry number 82. Hey, this is a memory based question. So you remember income tax is charged as per entry number 82. As per entry number 82. How many lists are there? Union list, state list, concurrent list. Union list, state list, concurrent list. And in the union list, central government has the power to levy tax. And as per entry number 82, tax can be levied on income. So option A is right. Now come to 106th question. Very good. What is the question? Following is not a head of income. income from salary, income from house property, business and profession, capital gain, other sources. These are the five heads of income. So option A is not right. Option B is also not right. Option C is check. Interest on securities. Is it a head of income? No, it is not a head of income. So that's why income from interest on securities is the right answer. What is asked in the question? See, not a head of income. So income from interest on security is not a head of income. It is not a head of income. Very good. Come to question number 107. What is it? If total income of a person is rupees 2,67,888, okay, 888.34 paisa, it shall be rounded off. You remember that rounding off is covered under 288A section, 288B section. 288A, 288B, 288A, 288B. 288A covers rounding up of income and 288B talks about rounding up of tax. 288A talks about rounding up of income, 288B talks about rounding up of tax. Rounding up should be done to the nearest 10 rupee. So if 5 rupees or more, consider it as nearest next 10. If less than 5 rupees, consider backwards. So here they said 2,67,000. We'll ignore this. 800. Let us ignore this. 88. So more than 8 rupees, correct? Last 8 is more than 8. Sorry, more than 5, correct? So if it is more than 5, round off to the nearest 10 rupee. So 88 का next 10 rupee क्या हो सकता? 90. Correct? 2,67,890. 2,67,890. So you would have got option B as the right answer. Wonderful. So rounding up of tax under which section? 288B. Rounding off of income 288A. Come on. Rounding off to the nearest 10 rupees. Now 108 question. Income tax is direct tax. Next. Come to the next question. We'll not waste time on unnecessary things, right? These are very simple and you can give answers so easily. So 109. A Hindu undivided family is said to be resident in India. Let us skip the options. Ignore all the options and try to give answer. When we call HUF as resident, you remember if control and management is wholly in India, then it is a resident. If control and management partly in India, then also it is a resident. If control and management wholly outside India, then non-resident. We remember the provision, yes or no? Control and management wholly in India, resident. Control and management partly in India, partly outside India, still resident. Control and management wholly outside India, then non-resident. So here in the question they asked, when HUF is a resident? The answer is when control and management is wholly or partly in India. So what should be the right answer? Let us check. Option C is the right answer. Okay. Come to the next question. 110th question. An individual is said to be resident in India. For individual, what are the rules? Yes, we have to apply basic conditions. Come on, remember, what are the basic conditions? The individual should stay in India for 182 days or more. Should stay in India for 182 days or more in the previous year. If he satisfies this basic condition, then he is a resident. If suppose he fails that basic condition, then basic condition 2 will apply. He should stay in India for 60 days or more in the previous year. 60 days or more. Come on, remember, 60 days or more. Basic condition 2, I am telling, carefully listen. 60 days or more in the previous year and 365 days in the 4 preceding previous years. In the 4 preceding previous years. So now these are the two basic conditions to decide whether an individual is a resident. So see the conditions. If he has a house property, faltu, right? Waste. So we'll not consider it. He is in India for 182 days. Yes, P is the right answer. Come on, array, we can even think of C, right? Oh, but the mistake is 60 or more should be there. But here they gave 30. So C is wrong answer. He is an Indian citizen. This is also wrong answer. So B is the right answer. 182 days or more. C would have been right if 30 would have been replaced by 60. Okay. Yes. So come on. So B is the right answer. He stays in India for 182 days or more. So such individual is a resident. Come to the question number 117. Oh, sorry, 111. Come on. An Indian citizen leaving India. If somebody is leaving India permanently, or a person of Indian origin is coming back to India, person of Indian origin coming back to India, or a crew member of a foreign going vessel. In these three situations, what are the three situations? Again, I am repeating. Person leaving India permanently for employment. Second condition, what is it? A person of Indian origin visiting India. Come on, what is the third condition? Try to remember crew member of foreign going vessel. In these three cases, these three people are special people, and for them, basic condition 2 does not apply. For them, basic condition 2 does not apply. So these three people will be resident only if they stay in India for 182 days or more. 182 days or more. That's why here option B is the right answer. Will not consider option C. Right? Because basic condition 2 is given in option C and basic condition 2 does not apply to person leaving India, crew member of a foreign going vessel, and person of Indian origin visiting India. Good. So what was the right answer? B was the right answer. Come to 112 question. An individual being a foreign national. So here they said foreign national, right? Comes to India and stays for how many days? 200 days. But in the previous year, as given in the question, he came to India on 1st January 2018. Before that, he was never in India. He never stayed in India. He never came to India. So this is the first time he came. So on an average, how many days? 91 days. No, 90 days he stayed in India. Right? January 2018, February 2018, March 2018. January 31 days, February 28 days, March 31 days. 31, 28, 31, 90 days he stayed in India. And because he is a foreign national, he did not come to India earlier. So we'll check basic condition 1. He stays in India for 90 days only in our previous year. January, February, March. 3 months, 90 days. So did he satisfy basic condition 1? Fail. But still we can test basic condition 2. He is not a person of Indian origin. So we can test basic condition 2. If he is a person of Indian origin coming from foreign country to India, we would have not tested basic condition 2. But here he is just a foreign national. So we'll apply basic condition 2. So did he stay in 60 days in India in the previous year? Yes. But did he stay for 365 days in the 4 preceding previous years? No. So he fails basic condition 2. He fails basic condition 1 also. So if he does not satisfy both basic conditions, he is a non-resident. So what is the right answer? Non-resident. A is the right answer. Come on. 13th. We are revising concepts. Lot of information you are getting. Moreover, when you go and write the examination, they will not ask in a sequence. Randomly, they will ask questions from here, there, everywhere. First question may be from 8th chapter, seventh question may be, second question may be from 15th chapter, third question may be from first chapter, like that. And if you are randomly preparing with me, you are getting that confidence to recollect everything randomly from any corner of the subject. That is a best practice which will help you to succeed in exams. So I am doing my job. You do your job by listening to the video and sharing with your friends. Come to the next question. 113. Following income of resident and ordinary resident is taxable in India. Resident and ordinary resident, his global income is taxed. That means if he is a resident and ordinary resident, Indian income as well as foreign income is taxable. Right? Resident and ordinary resident, Indian income as well as foreign income, both are taxable. So here he got bank interest from State Bank of India. So it is Indian income taxable. Bank interest from Bank of America, New York. It is foreign income, but still he is resident and ordinary, so it is taxable. Right? Rental income from house property located in London. Okay, it's a foreign income. Still, he is a resident and ordinary resident. So Indian and foreign both are taxable. So what should be the right answer? First is taxable, second is taxable, third is taxable. So what is the right answer? D, all of the above. Very good. Come to the next question, 114th. Which of the following is an agricultural income? Now, dividend taxable under the head other sources. You remember, dividend is taxable under other sources. Now, the company may be into agricultural business, but dividend is a return on investment, so taxable under other sources. In case of partnership, partner and partnership are treated as one and the same. And there is a court case which said that if the partnership had agricultural income, then partner share will also be treated as agricultural income. So in the question what they said, which of the following is agricultural income? So B is an agricultural income. B is the right answer. But let's check C. Income from supply of water, we can consider it as business but not agriculture. Okay. Interest received by a money lender. It is finance business for him. So business and profession. So agricultural income, B option for partners only. Come on, let's come to the 115th question. 115th question, they asked which of the following income received by an assessee are exempt under section 10. Actually, exempt under section 10 subsection 1. Agricultural income is exempt under section 10 subsection 1. Agricultural income is exempt under section 10 subsection 1. Salary of a partner from a firm. Salary of a partner from a firm is taxable anyhow, right? Under the PGBP head. Very good. So it is not exempt. Salary received by a member of a ship, it's taxable. What's there in it? So all B and C are taxable. A, agricultural income is exempt. Wonderful. Come to the next question. So A was the right answer. 116. In case of an individual or HUF, agricultural income is, we'll simply say exempt, right? We'll jump and tick A. But if you jump like this and tick A option, you may give a wrong answer. So read all the options carefully. Come on. So what is the option A? Exempted. Option B, exempted but included in the total income for the rate purpose. Now what happens is, under income tax, agricultural income is exempt under section 10 subsection 1. but it is used for aggregation, agricultural plus non-agricultural, step 1, step 2, step 3 we discussed, yes or no? So for rate purpose it is included. So B is the right answer, not A. If B option would have not been given, then we would have ticked A. Okay. So presently B 116. B is the right answer. Come on, 117. In case of an SSC engaged in the business of manufacturing of tea, his agricultural income is, now the SSC is engaged in tea business, right? We remember 60% agricultural, 40% non-agricultural. So what is the right answer? 60% of total income of the business. If you think like this, you are wrong. Because when you read the law, what you read? Somebody who is engaged in growing and manufacturing, for them only 60-40 will apply. If somebody is engaged in growing and manufacturing, then only 60-40 will apply. He is just a manufacturing entity. He is not into tea garden. He is not growing the tree or whatever leaves required. He is just into manufacture. For him, there is no agricultural income. The answer C, nil. For him, no agricultural income. Answer is C, nil. So 117, be careful. Like that, we do mistakes. That's why I try to make you think. And I hope you enjoyed. If yes, do comment below. Come on, let's come to the next question, 118. I know you would have subscribed till now to the channel, and if not, do subscribe and share this video with friends. Come on, 118th question. What is it? Remuneration to partner of the firm engaged in the business of growing and manufacturing, right? Growing and manufacturing what? Rubber in India. So if somebody is engaged in growing and manufacturing, it is partly agricultural, partly, yes, non-agricultural income. That is the right answer. 119. Following activity shall be considered as agricultural. Now, when I taught you agricultural activity, I said basic operations is agricultural. If somebody is engaged in basic operations, it is agricultural. Somebody is engaged in basic operations plus subsequent operations, it is agricultural, I said. Then I said that if somebody is engaged only in subsequent operations, it is non-agricultural income. If you don't know agriculture income chapter, just go to the videos section, you will get a complete lecture in detail on agricultural income. Come on. So what is the right answer? Option A, only subsequent operations. So it is not agriculture. Option B, basic operations. Yes, it is agriculture. Option C, basic and subsequent. Yes, it is agricultural. So what is the right answer? Option B and C. Oh, sorry, B and C. D is the right answer. D, B and C. So somebody who is purely into agriculture, growing crops and all, we call it as basic operations. But after growing the crops have to be separated, severed from the farm. They have to be finished. They are subsequent. So if somebody is engaged only in basic operations, he is doing agricultural in business, and somebody is into basic and subsequent, then he is also into agriculture. So B and C is the right answer. That's why D we will tick. Come on, come to 120th question. I feel you are enjoying the session. Do give a thumbs up. Come on. Which of following is not taxable under the head salaries? So salary में कौन सा taxable नहीं होगा? Suppose if some MP MLA is receiving anything, is it taxable under salary? No, it is taxable under other sources. If you are a teacher professor, you are setting the paper for university, it is also taxable under other sources, because you are working in a particular college. University, you are is not your employer, right? University is not your employer. That's why ignore this. Okay, so it is income from other sources. B option, salary received by a member of a parliament, income from other sources. Commission from a employee director, word is very important. Employee director, so he is an employee, so taxable under the head salary. So what is the right answer? Yes, what they asked, let us see. Which of the following is not taxable? There we do mistakes. Correct? Not taxable, they asked. So A, other sources, B also other sources. C is from salary chapter. Correct? So what is not taxable in salary? A and B. So what is the right answer? D. Okay. So A, income from other sources. B option, income from other sources. C option, salary. So what is not taxable in salary? A and B. That's why D is the right answer. Many a times we ignore such words like not and do blunders in the examinations. So, very important, take care, listen carefully. Come on, 21st, 121, we are doing great. Employers' contribution to unrecognized provident fund. Actually, it is not exempt, it is ignored. But we don't have any other option. So we'll decide, give the option, best answer is exempt here. Okay. When it is withdrawn, it is taxable. When it is withdrawn, it is taxable. So whatever employer's contribution, interest on employer's contribution is taxable under the head salary. Employee's contribution is ignored when it is withdrawn, I am telling. Okay. And interest on employee's contribution is taxed under other sources. So I am repeating the provision for you. Generally, when employer contributes to unrecognized provident fund, it is ignored by law. So we can give answer as exempt. But at the time of withdrawal, remember. So A is the right answer, fix it. At the time of withdrawal, what happens at the time of withdrawal? Employer's contribution, interest on employer's contribution taxed under salary, whole amount is taxed under salary, and interest on employee's contribution taxed on other sources. Employee's contribution is ignored. Come on, 122nd question. If a domestic servant is engaged in the okay, one second. If the domestic servant is engaged by the employer, by the employer, and salary is paid by him, the perquisite is. Now, this is a very interesting topic actually. Many students do mistake. There are certain incomes which are taxable to specified employees only. There are certain incomes which are taxable to specified employees only. And amongst them, we consider servant, motor car, education, gas, electricity, water. These four things you remember: motor car facility given to employee, servant facility given to employee, education facility given to employees' children, and water, gas, electricity given to employee. These four are taxable to specified employees only. In case of servant, the rule is the servant should be appointed by employer. Come on, remember, appointed by employer and salary paid by employer. If these two conditions are satisfied, then it is taxable in the hands of specified employee. So what is the right answer? C is the right answer. Taxable in the hands of specified employees. Come on. I'll ask you certain things. If example, employee appoints and salary paid by employer. Employee appoints and salary paid by employer. Is it taxable? The answer is no. It is not taxable. Suppose example, employee appoints and salary is paid by employee to the servant but reimbursed by the employer, then that reimbursement is taxable. So do remember, read that provisions 1 to 2 times so that you will become thorough. Come to the next question. Which of the following is taxable under the head salaries? Wow, this is regularly asked. Think about family pension, other sources. Salary of the members of legislature, other sources. Commission received by an employee director. Maybe this is a repeat question by changing the option number. But anyhow, what's there in it? It is tax. Okay. This same question actually, but with little changes. Okay. Here, what is asked? See, carefully see. Which of the following is taxable under the head salary? So, salary में कौन सा taxable होता? First one is other sources, second one is salary, and third one is other sources. So, what is the right answer? B is the right answer. So, option B is taxable under the head salary. Come on, come to the next question. You should see Zoom. Huh? Come on. Who amongst the following is a specified employee? So specified employee definition, please try to recollect with me. Then we'll see the options. Okay? Yes. First, if some person is a director in the company, he is a specified employee. Second, if he is earning a salary of 50,000 or more in a year, he is a specified employee. Third thing, if he is holding 20% or more equity shares, then he is a specified employee. So I said three things. Director, employee with 50,000 or more salary per annum, and third thing, 20% or more shares. See, first is director, so he is a specified employee. Second option, 15,000 per month salary, so more than 50,000 per annum, so specified employee, don't worry. Option C, a person who is an owner of shares, but how many? 10% they say. But for us, 20% is important, right? 20% or more of the equity shares he should hold. So option C is not considered. So option A and B is right. Option A specified employee, option B specified employee. So option A and B both are specified employee. Option D is the right answer. Come to the next question. 125th question. Rate of interest. Hey, when we think about recognized provident fund, up to 9.5% is exempt. Up to how much is exempt? 9.5% is exempt. Up to how much? 9.5% is exempt. So more than 9.5 is taxable. More than 9.5 is taxable. So here how much is given? 12.5. How much is given? 12.5. So how much extra is given? 3%. So 3% is taxable. So what is the option? D is the right answer. So with this we come to the conclusion of today's video. Do practice more and more multiple choice questions so that you can do great in the examination. And don't worry. Worries are like weeds. It will kill your success tree. So never allow worries to kill your growth and be confident. If you are busy in studies. You don't have time to think anything else than studies. All worries will go away. So, continuously engage yourself in studies. Your goal is the only thing which you should see, and walk towards the goal continuously. You will cherish the success. May God bless you. All the best to you.